Good evening, I'm Gerald Bacacao. We are here to interview you about our topic as an experienced writer. So the first question is, why do you want to become a writer?
I want to become a writer because I want to spread good and positive words around me, and I also want to experience things more deeply.
The second question is, who influences you to become a writer?
I am influenced by those great authors that changed my life and taught a lot of lessons as I've read their stories.
Being an experienced writer, what are your tips that you can give for those who just started?
My tip for them is to follow what their heart tells and to continue their passion because I know that someday they will grow and spread good words that will inspire a lot of people.
What are your strategies used in writing your paper?
My strategies is to always make sure that I am using proper words or constructing proper sentences and also to make sure that I am not offending anyone or biased on something.
In your opinion, is it difficult to become a writer and why?
For me, I can say that it is not that hard because I really love writing, and through writing, I can deeply express what I'm feeling inside, and I can also tell what I badly want to share to someone.
Hello, I'm Earl Arnold C. Castillo, and today I am here to interview an experienced writer.
Why did I decide to become a writer? Aside from it's my passion, it's actually my way of expressing myself, especially when I'm having a hard time expressing myself through actions. So when I write, I can express what I feel. I can express especially when I'm sad, especially when I'm happy. I can do it. I can express it through writing stories, through writing poems, through writing anything that I could write. So I can be what I want when I write. I can do anything through writing, and I'm actually having fun too. So I decided to become one. Um, the person who influenced me to become a writer is actually a famous writer herself. She's popular one in her field. She made several works who are actually noteworthy too, and inspired me to become one. And her name is Jonah May Pacala. She's a famous writer. Her name there in that app, in that name, in that form, social platform is Jonax, and her experiences as a writer made me become inspired more because her journey wasn't really that easy, and she gained so much experiences through the difficulties that she faced. So Joe Knox really inspired me to become a writer. And you know, what are the tips as a experienced writer? What are actually the tips that I can give to those aspiring writers too? Is that the word itself, I'm actually inexperienced. So the tip that I can only give is that you must have the determination. You must have the passion because without it, you can't possibly write anything. You can't possibly write effectively. Yes, you can write, but there is no heart. There is no context. Nothing at all. So I believe the most consequential thing that one writer, one aspiring writer must have is the passion, is the burning passion and the determination that he or she can do all things even if any challenges or whatever challenges he or she face in the future from different writers, different genres so that I could learn more things. So that I could have different perspective. So I could learn it and put it to my writings too. That's really actually the thing that I'm doing. I read different books, I read and I learn from it so that I could use it in the future. You shouldn't look into just one perspective. You should have different perspective, different opinion, different ways, different strategies from different authors so that they could learn, so that I could learn as a writer, I could grow as a writer. And in my opinion, if is being a writer difficult or hard, for me, nothing is really easy in life. You need to know, you need to work yourself through the ladder. You need to climb yourself through the ladder. You need to work yourself through the way just to reach it. Now, for me, being a writer is difficult. Yes, a normal person can write. A normal person can do anything that you want, but not everyone can write a story that has a passion in it, that has her heart in it, that has actually really a meaning, a context, a story behind such. So I believe that it's real difficult. But if you have, as what I've just mentioned earlier, if you have the passion and if you have the determination, then nothing is really impossible. If you really wanted to learn, if you really wanted to write stories, not just for clout, then everything would be easy afterwards. But at first, it's really difficult because not everyone has the passion, not everyone has the talent, not everyone has the determination. So I think that's it. That's all for the questions.